Intro. It's important to understand that communication with the universe is not a one-way street. The universe is an intelligent, responsive force. It hears you just as you constantly talk to it. The universe is also constantly talking to you. This is the next crucial step in our journey together, learning to hear what it says, the key to understanding. The universe's messages is awareness. We are often too distracted or caught up in the noise of our daily lives to notice the subtle signs and symbols surrounding us. The universe doesn't. Chapter 1. Always speak in loud, apparent ways. Instead, it whispers through synchronicities, gut feelings, dreams. And even through other people. We must quiet our minds, sharpen our senses, and tune in to these messages. This audio book will explore how the universe communicates and how you can learn to decode these messages. We'll discuss the subtle language of energy, intuition, and synchronicity. We'll dive into common signs such as repeating numbers, symbolic dreams, and those moments of coincidence that seem too perfectly timed to be mere chance. By the end of this journey, you'll be equipped with the tools to recognize and interpret the universe's guidance, allowing you to live a more aligned and purposeful life. Now, let's set the stage for our learning. I want you to think of this as an ongoing conversation, one where you're not just talking to the universe, but listening carefully to what it's saying in return. Remember, you are an active participant in this dialogue, and the universe's responses can come unexpectedly. Your role is to become more aware, attuned, and receptive. So if you've ever wondered whether the universe is trying to tell you something, the answer is simple. It always is. And once you learn how to listen, you'll discover its guidance has been there all along, waiting for you to notice. Let's begin this exploration together. Prepare yourself to unlock the profound and powerful ways the universe speaks to you daily. You'll be amazed by what you hear when you learn how to listen. Chapter 1. The language of the universe. As we embark on this journey together, it's essential first to understand how the universe communicates. The universe is always speaking to us, but not in words as we know them. Its language is subtle yet deeply powerful, resonating in every moment of our existence. The universe communicates through energy, vibration, and frequency, guiding us along our path if we are willing to listen. What is the language of the universe? Everything in the universe vibrates, every thought, object, and being. The language of the universe is not expressed through spoken words, but through energy that vibrates at different frequencies, from the cells in your body to the farthest galaxies. Everything is in constant motion, emitting its unique energy signature. The universe uses this invisible web of energy to communicate with us. You might think of it like using a streaming service. When you select a movie or playlist, your device connects to a specific frequency to access your desired content. Similarly, the universe sends signals and messages based on the energy and vibrations we emit. If you're not tuned into the right channel, you might miss the message, just like how missing Wi-Fi prevents you from accessing the content you're looking for. Forms of communication. So, how does the universe send these messages? There are many forms of communication. Often, they are so subtle that we may overlook them. But as you become more aware, these messages will stand out. Intuition. One of the most direct ways the universe communicates is through your intuition. Intuition is that gut feeling, inner knowing that tells you something is right or wrong. It's like an internal GPS guiding you when you don't have all the information in front of you. When you trust your intuition, you're aligning yourself with the energy of the universe. Gut feelings, closely related to intuition, are gut feelings, those sudden physical sensations that give you a sense of something, often without any logical reasoning. For example, when faced with a decision, you might feel a tightness in your chest or a sense of lightness. These physical cues are the Universe's way of getting you through your body's wisdom. Dreams, your dreams are another powerful way the universe communicates. While you sleep, your subconscious mind opens up, becoming more receptive to the energy and messages the universe sends. Dreams often contain symbolic messages offering guidance or insight into your waking life. Pay attention to recurring symbols or emotions in your dreams. They usually carry essential meanings. Synchronicities. Have you ever noticed a coincidence that seemed too perfectly timed to be random? Synchronicities are meaningful coincidences that the universe arranges to capture your attention, whether it's repeatedly seeing the exact numbers, meeting someone at the perfect moment, or hearing precisely what you need to hear. In a conversation, synchronicities are how the universe validates that you're on the right path. Numbers and patterns. The universe often uses numbers and patterns to get attention. These may appear as repeating numbers such as 1111 on the clock, or patterns in events or behaviors. These numerical messages are a form of cosmic nudge, encouraging you to pay attention to your thoughts and actions at that moment. Signs and symbols. The universe also communicates through daily signs and symbols. This could be anything from a meaningful animal crossing your path to specific objects. Chapter 2. Or phrases that repeat themselves. These symbols often carry personal significance and can guide you if you are tuned in to their meaning. The importance of sensitivity. Becoming sensitive to the universe's communication requires practice. It's not something you can force, but rather something you cultivate over time. Our busy lives, constant distractions, and inner noise often drown out the subtle messages the universe is trying to send us. You need to develop a sense of stillness and awareness to hear them. Think of it like training your body to become more attuned to physical sensations when practicing yoga or meditation. At first, it may be challenging to hold the poses or calm your mind, but with practice, you become more in tune with your body's needs and energy flow. Similarly, tuning into the universe requires mindfulness and attention. Here's how you can become more sensitive to the universe's messages. Quiet your mind. Spend time each day in silence, away from distractions, whether through meditation, mindfulness, or simply sitting in nature. Quieting your mind helps you tune into the subtler frequencies of the universe. Observe your environment. Pay attention to your surroundings. What signs, patterns, or symbols keep showing up? What is your body telling you? The more observant you are, the more you'll notice the universe's messages. Trust your inner guidance. Trust them as you notice signs and feel those intuitive nudges. Acting on intuition strengthens your connection with the universe and enhances your understanding of its language. Chapter 2. Understanding synchronicities. Now that we've explored the language of the universe, its subtle communication through energy, vibration, and frequency, let's dive deeper into one of the most profound ways the universe communicates: through synchronicities. These meaningful coincidences are much more than chance events. They are the universe's way of guiding us, validating our path, and sometimes even answering our questions. What are synchronicities? Synchronicities are events that occur in such a way that they feel too purposeful, too perfectly timed to be random. Have you ever been thinking about someone only to have them call you out of the blue? Or maybe you've been pondering a specific decision, and suddenly you hear a song or read a quote that speaks directly to your situation. These moments feel charged with meaning, as if the universe is stepping in to give you a nudge to say, pay attention. The Swiss psychologist Carl Jung first coined the term synchronicity to describe this phenomenon. According to Jung, synchronicities are meaningful events that seem connected, even though they have no apparent cause and effect relationship. He believed these events reflect a deeper connection between the mind and the external world, a connection that we often overlook, because it lies beyond our everyday understanding of time and space. Synchronicities are the universe's way of showing us that everything is interconnected. Unlike purely random coincidences, synchronicities have an underlying sense of purpose. They are like little breadcrumbs leading you along your path, confirming that you're heading in the right direction or showing you something you need to be aware of. And once you learn to recognize these signs, they will appear more frequently. Examples of synchronicities. Synchronicities often show up in ways that are subtle yet undeniable. Let's look at a few common examples of how the universe might be speaking to you through these meaningful events. Thinking about someone and then they appear. You may have experienced this classic example. Perhaps you were thinking of an old friend and suddenly they send you a message or you run into them at the store. This isn't a coincidence. It's the universe aligning your thoughts with the external world, connecting you with that person for a reason. Seeing repeated symbols or numbers. Many people report repeatedly seeing the exact numbers like 111 or 444. These sequences of numbers are often referred to as angel numbers and are believed to carry specific messages from the universe. Other times, you might notice recurring symbols in your life. Maybe a particular animal keeps appearing or you keep seeing the same word or phrase. These are all signs that the universe is trying to get your attention. Perfectly aligned events. Have you ever been worried about something only to have everything fall perfectly into place at the last moment? For example, maybe you were stressed about finding the right job and a perfect opportunity presented itself when you least expected it. This is the universe aligning circumstances in your favor. Each of these moments carries meaning, but it's up to you to recognize it. The more aware you become of these synchronicities, the more they appear in your life, offering you guidance, reassurance, and insight. How to identify synchronicities in your life. Recognizing synchronicities is a skill. Like any skill, it requires practice and awareness. These meaningful coincidences are often subtle, so you might overlook them if your mind is too busy or distracted. But with some mindfulness, you can train yourself to recognize the universe's messages when they come through. Here are some practical tips to help you become more aware of synchronicities. Cultivate awareness. In the previous chapter, we discussed the importance of becoming sensitive to the universe's language. This same awareness is crucial for identifying synchronicities. Pay attention to your thoughts and your surroundings. What is happening in your life right now? What have you been thinking about or focusing on? Often, synchronicities will appear in response to your current thoughts or situations. Look for patterns. Synchronicities often come in the form of patterns, whether it's a repeated number, symbol, or event. These patterns are the universe's way of emphasizing a message. If you notice the same thing happening repeatedly, it's a sign to pay closer attention. Ask yourself, what is the message behind this pattern? How does it relate to what I've been thinking or experiencing? Reflect on meaningful coincidences. Sometimes we don't recognize synchronicities until after they happen. Take time to reflect on recent events. Did anything happen that felt too perfectly timed to be random? Did you encounter someone or something that seemed to answer your question? Reflecting on these moments helps you become more attuned to future synchronicities. Stay open and receptive. The more open and receptive you are, the more synchronicities you will notice. Avoid dismissing these events as mere coincidences. Instead, approach them with curiosity. When something meaningful happens, ask yourself, what is the universe trying to tell me? By staying open, you invite more of these experiences into your life. Journal your experiences. Keeping. Chapter 3. A journal of synchronicities can be a powerful tool for recognizing patterns over time. when you write down these meaningful coincidences, you can look back and see how the universe has been guiding you. You may even notice connections between seemingly unrelated events. Journaling also reinforces your awareness and helps you tune into the subtle language of the universe. The power of trusting synchronicities. Recognizing synchronicities is only part of the process. To fully benefit from these messages, you must also trust them. The universe constantly communicates with you, but you might miss meaningful opportunities or insights if you don't trust its guidance. You are rationalizing these events or brushing them off as coincidences, which can be tempting. However, when you trust these moments are purposeful and meaningful, you will see more of them. It's as if the universe is testing your awareness, and when you respond with trust, it sends you even more explicit messages. Remember, just like learning the language of the universe takes time and practice, so does recognizing and trusting synchronicities. The more you tune into this subtle form of communication, the more fluent you become in how the universe speaks to you, and the more fluent you become, the more you'll notice how beautifully the universe aligns events, people, and circumstances in your favor. Understanding synchronicities and learning how to identify them deepen your connection with the universe. As you practice, you'll see these meaningful coincidences as an ongoing conversation, a back-and-forth dialogue between you and the energetic flow of life. Chapter 3: Signs from the Universe. In the previous chapter, we explored synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that align perfectly with your thoughts and circumstances, signaling the universe's guidance. Now, we will dive deeper into another form of communication from the universe: signs. Signs from the universe come in many forms and serve as markers, nudges, and signals to guide you along your journey. These signs are the universe's way of clarifying, confirming your decisions, and offering encouragement. They're like a gentle reminder that you're not alone, that there's a higher intelligence at play, and that you're being guided in the right direction. What are universal signs? A sign from the universe is a symbol, event, or occurrence that stands out from the ordinary, carrying a distinct message meant specifically for you. Unlike synchronicities, often embedded in everyday events and patterns, universal signs tend to have an almost mystical quality. They demand your attention because they feel out of place or uniquely timed, capturing your awareness. Universal signs may only sometimes be evident at first glance. They could be something as small as a feather falling at your feet or a specific number you see repeatedly. What makes these signs significant is the energy or emotional impact they carry. On a deeper level, you sense that they hold meaning for you. The universe often sends these signs to confirm your thoughts, warn you of an impending decision, or encourage you to stay on your path. Common signs people experience. While signs can vary significantly from person to person, certain symbols have been recognized universally as ways the universe communicates. Here are some of the most common signs people report experiencing. Repeating numbers, angel numbers like 111, 222, 333, or any other repeating sequence often carry specific meanings. These angel numbers are seen as messages from higher realms. For example, seeing 111 repeatedly might signify that you are on the right path, while 444 could be a sign of protection and guidance. These numbers appear in various forms on clocks, receipts, license plates, or even in dreams, and are always aligned with your current state of mind or the questions you've been pondering. Feathers or coins. Finding a feather in an unexpected place or discovering a coin with special significance is often interpreted as a sign from the universe. These objects symbolize messages of encouragement, abundance, or the presence of spiritual guides. A feather may remind you to stay light-hearted, while a coin could symbolize an influx of financial blessings or support. Animals, seeing the same animal repeatedly, whether in real life, on television, or even in dreams, can carry a specific message for you. For example, a butterfly might signify transformation, while a deer could represent gentleness and grace. The significance of the animal depends not only on its characteristics, but also on your associations with it. If you've been pondering a change, seeing a butterfly might be the universe's way of encouraging you to embrace the transformation. Dreams with emotional solid content or recurring themes. The universe often speaks to us through dreams using symbolic imagery and emotionally charged scenarios to communicate messages we might miss during our waking hours. A recurring dream or a dream that feels unusually vivid may be a sign that the universe is urging you to pay attention to something important in your life. Dreams, in particular, can help illuminate subconscious fears, desires, or unexpressed emotions that need your attention. How to interpret signs? The beauty of signs from the universe is that their meaning is deeply personal, while there are general interpretations for certain symbols like angel numbers or animal totems. The most critical factor in interpreting a sign is your intuition. What does the sign feel like to you? What was on your mind when you received it? The answers to these questions will help you decode the message. Here are a few tips for interpreting signs from the universe. Trust your feelings about the sign. Pay attention to your immediate reaction when a sign appears. Did it make you feel hopeful, relieved, or reassured? Or did it bring up feelings of anxiety or uncertainty? Your emotional response is the first clue to understanding the message. The universe often communicates through subtle feelings, and by tuning into those emotions, you can better interpret what the sign means. Take a look at your current situation. Signs rarely appear in isolation. They are usually connected to something you've been thinking about or experiencing. Ask yourself what was on your mind when the sign appeared. Were you facing a difficult decision, feeling lost, or needing guidance? When the sign appears, the context of your life often holds the key to understanding its meaning. For example, if you see a series of repeating numbers when contemplating a new job opportunity, it might be the universe's way of affirming that you're on the right track. Journal to track signs and patterns. As discussed in Chapter 2, journaling is a powerful tool for building awareness. When interpreting signs, writing them down can help you notice patterns over time. You might find that sure signs appear repeatedly when facing similar situations, or that certain symbols have a personal meaning specific to your life. By keeping a journal of these signs, you can understand how the universe communicates with you uniquely. Trust the timing. Signs often appear at the right moment when you most need clarity, reassurance, or encouragement. Trust the timing of the sign and resist the temptation to overanalyze. Sometimes the message is simple: you're on the right path, or everything is unfolding as it should. Trust that the universe knows when to send you the signs you need, and that the guidance will be perfect for your personal growth and understanding. Don't dismiss subtle. Chapter 4. Signs. The universe doesn't always send grand apparent signals. Sometimes the most powerful messages come in minor quiet signs: a word overheard in conversation, a random encounter, or a fleeting image that resonates with you deeply. If a sign feels meaningful to you, trust it. The subtlety doesn't diminish its importance. Personalizing the interpretation of signs. While people associate many common symbols with universal signs, it's important to remember that your interpretation truly matters. A red bird might signify courage for one person, while for another it might represent a loved one who has passed on. The meaning of each sign depends on your unique life experiences, emotional state, and spiritual beliefs. In this sense, you are co-creating with the universe. The signs are delivered to you, but their meaning is something you interpret through the lens of your own life. This is why trusting your feelings and intuition is essential when interpreting signs. As you deepen your connection with the universe, you will begin to recognize the signs, symbols, and events that carry specific meanings for you. These signs will guide you, reassure you, and remind you that you are always in communication with the energetic flow of the universe. In this chapter, we've explored how signs from the universe serve as powerful personalized messages that guide you along your path. As you practice interpreting these signs, you will find that the universe is constantly communicating with you, offering you the guidance you need when you need it most. Chapter 4: How the Universe Speaks Through People. The universe communicates with us in many ways, and one of the most profound communication channels is through the people we encounter in our lives. Whether through a casual conversation, advice, or an unexpected encounter, other people can serve as messengers, delivering insights and wisdom directly aligned with the guidance we need at a particular moment. Just as the universe sends signs, symbols, and synchronicities, it also uses people as communication instruments. In this chapter, we'll explore how you can recognize when the universe is speaking through others, the lessons they bring, and how to listen attentively to these messages. The role of other people in the universe's messages. The people we meet, whether close friends, strangers, or even fleeting acquaintances, can often serve as conduits for the universe's guidance. These individuals may say something that deeply resonates with us, offer advice we need to hear, or share a perspective that shifts our thinking meaningfully. Sometimes the universe uses people to communicate messages that are so timely that it feels as if the conversation was divinely orchestrated. For example, you might be struggling with a personal decision, and then during an unexpected conversation, someone casually shares the wisdom or insight you need. These moments are not accidents, they are part of the universe's intricate design, showing you that guidance is always available if you remain open to receiving it. Conversations, advice, or encounters that seem divinely timed. Have you ever had a conversation with someone and felt that their words hit you in a way that went beyond casual talk? Or perhaps you've received advice that seemed to come at the perfect time, offering clarity and direction when needed. These interactions are often more than coincidental. They are examples of how the universe speaks through others to provide support, wisdom, and guidance. You've been contemplating a significant career change, but feeling unsure. Then, out of the blue, you meet someone who shares their story of successfully navigating a similar situation. Their words inspire and encourage you to move forward with your own decision. These interactions are the universe's way of delivering validation and encouragement, reminding you that you are on the right path. It's essential to be mindful of these moments. The universe may use the people around you to send subtle or sometimes direct messages that can help you navigate your journey. Pay attention to conversations that stand out, advice that lingers in your mind, and encounters that feel significant. These could very well be the universe using others to speak to you. Random words of wisdom or advice that resonates deeply. Often the most profound messages come from the most unexpected sources. A stranger at the bus stop, a passing comment from a co-worker, or even a line in a book you're reading can suddenly offer a moment of clarity or insight. These moments may seem random, but if they resonate deeply with you, the universe will likely use these words to communicate something important. For example, you might feel anxious about a personal issue, and then you overhear someone talking about the importance of letting go and trusting the process. Even though you weren't part of the conversation, those words hit you personally as if they were meant specifically for you. This is how the universe often works through subtle, almost unnoticed avenues, delivering precisely what you need to hear at the right time. These moments are reminders to stay open and aware, as wisdom can come from anywhere and anyone. Lessons from unexpected sources. Sometimes the people who bring us the most valuable lessons differ from those who come into our lives comfortably or positively. The universe often uses challenging relationships to facilitate growth and self-awareness. When someone triggers an emotional reaction in you, frustration, anger, or discomfort, there's often a more profound lesson beneath the surface. These individuals act as mirrors, reflecting parts of ourselves that we must confront, heal, or develop. As we grow in awareness, we can see how every positive or negative encounter carries an essential message from the universe. People who challenge us or trigger growth in unexpected ways. Have you ever noticed that certain people seem to come into your life to push your buttons or challenge you in uncomfortable ways? While viewing these individuals as sources of frustration may be tempting, they are often here to help you grow. The universe places people in your path who reflect areas of your life where growth is needed. For example, if you struggle with patience, you might encounter someone who constantly tests your ability to remain calm and composed. If you tend to avoid confrontation, you may find yourself in situations where you are forced to assert yourself. These interactions are not accidents, but opportunities to develop the qualities you need to evolve. The people who challenge, frustrate, or push us out of our comfort zones are often the universe's way of helping us grow, rather than seeing these encounters as purely negative. Ask yourself, what lesson is the universe trying to teach me through this person? The concept of mirrors, how others reflect parts of us. The idea that others act as mirrors for us is a powerful concept in understanding how the universe communicates through people. The individuals we encounter often reflect qualities, beliefs, or emotions that we hold within ourselves, whether we realize it or not. For example, if you frequently encounter people who are critical or judgmental, it may be a sign that you need to examine your tendencies towards self-criticism. On the other hand, if you meet people who inspire and uplift you, it could reflect your inner potential and the qualities you are ready to embrace. The universe uses these mirrors to help us see aspects of ourselves that may be hidden or underdeveloped. By recognizing the reflections that others offer, we can gain valuable insights into our personal growth and the areas of our lives that need attention. How to listen to the messages in your interactions. Now that we've explored how the universe communicates through people, let's discuss how you can actively listen to these messages. As with synchronicities and signs, being present and mindful is essential to recognize when the universe is speaking through others. Here are a few practical ways to become more aware of the messages the universe is sending through your interactions with others. Stay present in conversations. One of the most effective ways to receive messages from the universe through other people is by staying fully present in your conversations. When you are engaged and attentive, you are more likely to pick up on the wisdom or advice that someone shares, even if it initially seems casual. Pay attention to any words or phrases that stand out or resonate with you on a deeper level. Notice recurring themes. Just as the universe communicates through repeating numbers or signs, it may also use recurring themes in your conversations to get your attention. If you notice that specific topics keep coming up in your interactions, whether it's advice about self-care, encouragement to pursue a passion, or reminders to trust your Chapter 5. Intuition. These may be messages from the universe. Don't dismiss them as mere coincidences. Instead, consider what the recurring theme might be trying to tell you. Pay attention to how people make you feel. The energy you feel during and after interactions with others is a powerful indicator of the message conveyed. If someone's words leave you feeling inspired, reassured, or more confident, the universe may use them to uplift and encourage you. On the other hand, if you feel unsettled or uncomfortable after a conversation, it could be a sign that the universe is highlighting an area of your life that needs attention or change. Reflect on conversations. After meaningful interactions, reflect on what was said and how it impacted you. Journaling your conversations can help you gain further clarity and insight into the messages the universe sends to others. You may notice patterns or recurring themes that reveal more profound guidance. Trust your intuition. As always, trust your inner knowing when interpreting messages from the universe. There's likely a reason. If a conversation feels significant or leaves a lasting impression, trust that the universe is speaking to you in ways meant to support your growth, even if the message isn't immediately apparent. In this chapter, we've explored how the universe speaks through the people in our lives using conversations, advice, and encounters to deliver important messages, whether through words of wisdom, challenges that promote growth, or recurring themes in our interactions. The universe consistently communicates with us through others. Chapter 5. Listening to your intuition. One of the most profound ways the universe communicates with us is through our intuition, our inner voice or gut feeling. Is that quiet sense of knowing, often difficult to explain logically, but undeniably powerful when we learn to listen to it. Intuition can serve as our guide, steering us in the right direction, especially when external signs or people are insufficient to provide clarity. In this chapter, we will explore what intuition truly is, how it connects to the universe, and why strengthening your intuition is essential for aligning with the guidance you receive from the world around you. Just as we've discussed how the universe communicates through signs, synchronicities, and people in previous chapters, we'll look inward at how it speaks directly to you through your inner knowing. What is intuition? Intuition is often described as a gut feeling, a hunch, or an instinct, but it goes much deeper than that. It's the voice of your higher self, the part of you that is deeply connected to the energy of the universe. When you experience intuition, it's not just a random thought or feeling. It's a form of wisdom that bypasses logical reasoning and taps into a deeper understanding of what's right for you. Consider intuition as a subtle guide that provides direction when logic falls short. It's the sense you get when you know something without proof, or when a decision feels right, even if you can't explain why. Your intuition is your compass, always working harmoniously with the universe's more excellent plan for you. How intuition connects with the universe. In many ways, intuition is the most direct and personal form of communication from the universe. While signs, synchronicities, and messages from other people require you to interpret external signals, intuition speaks to you internally, often without words. It's as if the universe whispers to you from within, guiding you toward the path that aligns with your highest purpose. As we've already discussed in earlier chapters, the universe communicates through symbols, numbers, or interactions with others in various ways, but sometimes when the message is deeply personal, it comes to you as a feeling, a nudge, or a solid inner knowing. When you feel that quiet certainty in your heart, or that unshakable sense of what you need to do, the universe speaks directly to you through your intuition. This connection between your intuition and the universe is vital because it helps you navigate life more easily and confidently. The more you trust your intuition, the more attuned you become to the subtle messages the universe sends, and the more aligned your actions will be with your true purpose. Why it's important to cultivate and trust your intuition. In today's fast-paced world, losing touch with our intuition is easy. We are often bombarded by external noise, whether from social media, other people's opinions, or even our analytical mind, which can drown out the quiet voice of inner knowing. However, cultivating and trusting your intuition is essential for living a life in alignment with the universe's guidance. Ignoring your intuition may make you feel stuck, uncertain, or disconnected from your true path. On the other hand, when you learn to trust and follow your intuition, even when it defies logic or external expectations, you will often experience a sense of flow and ease in your life. The right opportunities appear, decisions become more apparent, and you feel connected to the more prominent rhythm of the universe. Strengthening your intuition is not about ignoring rational thought, but balancing your analytical mind with your inner wisdom. It's about listening to the subtle signals that tell you whether something feels right or wrong, even if you can't immediately explain why. Over time, as you cultivate this ability, you'll find that your intuition becomes a reliable guide that can help you navigate small, everyday decisions and significant life choices. Techniques to strengthen your intuition. Like any skill, listening to your intuition requires practice and attention. Fortunately, there are many ways to strengthen your connection to this inner voice, allowing you to hear it more clearly and trust it more deeply. Let's explore a few techniques that can help you cultivate a stronger sense of intuition. Meditation and mindfulness practices. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for strengthening your intuition. By quieting the mind and focusing on the present moment, you create the space needed to hear your inner voice. Meditation allows you to tune out the external noise and connect with the deeper layers of your consciousness where intuitive guidance resides. You don't need long, complicated meditation sessions to benefit from this practice. Even a few minutes a day of sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, or practicing mindfulness can help you develop a stronger connection to your intuition. Over time, you'll find that the more stillness you cultivate, the easier it becomes to recognize and trust the subtle nudges from within. Spending time in nature or solitude. Nature has a unique way of reconnecting us with our inner selves. When you spend time in natural surroundings, whether walking in the woods, sitting by the ocean, or simply spending time in your garden, you are more likely to feel calm, centered, and in tune with the universe. This sense of peace makes it easier to access your intuition as nature helps quiet the mind and aligns you with the natural flow of life. Similarly, spending time alone away from the distractions of daily life allows you to listen more deeply to your intuition. Solitude creates space for reflection, self-awareness, and connecting with your inner wisdom. If you feel overwhelmed by external influences, taking a few moments of solitude can help you reconnect with your intuition and receive the guidance you need. Journaling to connect with inner wisdom. Chapter 6. Journaling is another powerful technique for accessing your intuition. Putting your thoughts and feelings down on paper gives your inner voice a platform to express itself. Often when you write without overthinking or censoring yourself, your intuition will reveal itself through the words that flow onto the page. One effective journaling technique for strengthening your intuition is asking open-ended questions such as, "What is my intuition trying to tell me about this situation?" Or, "What do I need to know right now?" Then write whatever comes to mind without judgment. You may be surprised at the clarity and wisdom that emerges from this practice using tools like tarot or oracle cards. For those drawn to spiritual tools, tarot or oracle cards can help connect with your intuition. These tools are not about predicting the future, but helping you access your inner knowledge and gain insights into the energies surrounding a particular situation. When you use tarot or oracle cards, the key is to approach them with an open mind and trust your intuition in interpreting the messages that come through. As you become more familiar with these tools, you may find that they serve as a helpful way to clarify your intuitive insights and strengthen your connection with the universe's guidance. In this chapter, we've explored the decisive role of intuition in communicating with the universe. Your intuition is not just a gut feeling. It's a direct line of communication with the wisdom and guidance of the universe itself. Learning to listen to and trust this inner voice will help you gain greater clarity, confidence, and alignment. Chapter 6: Dreams, the Universe's Nighttime Language. As we continue exploring how the universe communicates, we must now focus on one of the most mystical and personal forms of communication: our dreams. The power of dreams has been recognized for centuries, from ancient spiritual traditions to modern psychology, and they remain one of the most fascinating ways the universe sends us messages. Dreams directly connect to both your conscious and subconscious mind, allowing the universe to bypass your waking thoughts and send guidance in symbolic form. The language of dreams is often cryptic, filled with metaphors and imagery, but once you learn to decode these messages, they can provide profound insight into your life. The power of dreams in communication. Dreams are a portal through which the universe can speak to you on a deeper level. While you sleep, your conscious mind is at rest, allowing your subconscious to take over. This links your waking experiences and the universe's wisdom, making it easier for messages to come through. Many people need to pay more attention to the importance of their dreams, brushing them off as random or nonsensical. However, as we've seen in previous chapters, the universe's communication is rarely straightforward. Just as signs and synchronicities often appear in subtle, symbolic ways, dreams carry messages that require interpretation and reflection. Think of your dreams as a bridge between your inner world and the broader universe. They can reflect your deepest desires, fears, and challenges while providing solutions, warnings, or affirmations. The more you pay attention to your dreams, the more precise these messages become. Recognizing symbolism in dreams. One of the critical elements of dream interpretation is understanding that the universe speaks through symbols. These symbols are often unique to you, rooted in your personal experiences, emotions, and subconscious associations. However, some symbols are more universal, carrying archetypal meanings that many people experience. For example, if you dream of water, it might represent your emotions or subconscious mind, as water is often associated with the flow of feelings. If you dream of flying, it could symbolize freedom, empowerment, or a desire to rise above your current circumstances. It's essential to remember that dreams often communicate in metaphors. Rarely do dreams spell out a message directly. Instead, they present images, scenarios, or symbols representing something deeper. Understanding these symbols requires you to connect with the emotional tone of the dream and reflect on how it relates to your waking life. Recurring dreams and symbols. Pay particular attention to recurring dreams or symbols that seem to stick with you. If the same imagery or themes keep appearing in your dreams, the universe is likely trying to convey an important message. For example, continually dreaming about being lost or searching for something may reflect feeling uncertain or seeking direction in your waking life. On the other hand, dreams of finding keys or unlocking doors might symbolize discovering new opportunities or insights. In earlier chapters, we discussed the importance of paying attention to repeating patterns in synchronicities and signs. The same principle applies here. Repetition is a signal that there is something significant you need to notice. Techniques to decode your dreams. Dreams can feel elusive, often slipping away the moment we wake up. However, with practice and mindfulness, you can begin To decode the messages hidden within them, let's explore some techniques to help you better understand your dreams and their guidance. 1. Keeping a dream journal. Keeping a dream journal is one of the most straightforward yet powerful tools for understanding your dreams. When you wake up, please take a few minutes to jot down any details you remember from your dreams, no matter how small or fragmented they may seem. Over time, this practice will help you retain more dream content and identify patterns or recurring symbols. When journaling, please note the emotions you felt during the dream, any standout symbols or characters, and how the dream made you feel upon waking. Often, the emotional tone of the dream can offer clues to its meaning. A dream that leaves you feeling anxious may highlight an area of stress or concern in your waking life, while a dream that evokes joy or peace could signal that you are on the right path. 2. Looking for emotional tones and repeating patterns. As you review your dream journal, please remember recurring emotional tones. Are you often feeling lost or confused or searching for something in your dreams? Or do you feel empowered, joyful, and free? These emotional states can mirror what's happening in your waking life and reveal areas where the universe guides you toward growth or healing. Repeating patterns are also significant. If you notice certain symbols or scenarios appearing regularly, take the time to reflect on their deeper meaning. For instance, recurring dreams of being chased might indicate that you're avoiding a challenge or fear in your life. In contrast, dreams of finding Chapter 7 treasure could symbolize that you're on the verge of discovering something valuable about yourself or your path. 3. How to request guidance from the universe before sleep. If you seek specific guidance or answers from the universe, you can intentionally request messages through your dreams. Before going to bed, set an intention for your dreams by asking the universe for clarity on a particular issue. This practice is known as dream incubation and has been used by various cultures and traditions throughout history. For example, suppose you're facing a difficult decision or feeling uncertain about a situation. In that case, you can ask, "Universe, please provide me with insight or guidance on this matter in my dreams tonight." Then upon waking, please pay close attention to the details of your dream, as it may contain the answers or direction you seek. Even if the dream doesn't immediately make sense, trust that the universe is working to communicate with you in ways that will unfold over time. Sometimes the meaning of a dream becomes clear days or even weeks after you've had it, as the symbolism begins to connect with events in your waking life. Dreams offer a profound and personal way for the universe to speak directly to you, bypassing the conscious mind and communicating on a deeper, more symbolic level. By learning to decode the symbols, emotions, and patterns in your dreams, you open yourself to a wealth of guidance and insight that can support your journey through life. Chapter 7 Obstacles and Challenges. The Universe's Tough Love. Let's begin by understanding that challenges and obstacles in life aren't random, nor are they meant to punish us. As we discussed in Chapter 1, the universe communicates through energy, vibration, and frequency. Obstacles are simply another form of communication that serves a deeper purpose in our growth and transformation. How the universe uses challenges to teach you life isn't always smooth sailing, and when we encounter roadblocks, it can be easy to feel frustrated or defeated. But remember, the universe operates in ways that might not always align with our expectations. Sometimes the universe speaks most clearly when forced to slow down or reroute. These challenging moments are not designed to harm you, but to guide you. Please think back to Chapter 5, where we talked about intuition. Just as intuition is the gentle whisper of the universe guiding you, obstacles are like loud knocks on the door urging you to pay attention. Often the challenges we face are signals that something in our lives needs to shift, whether it's a belief, a behavior, or even the path we are on. The universe uses these moments to promote growth, pushing us out of our comfort zones to evolve into our highest potential. When faced with a difficult situation, consider this. What if the obstacle is not blocking your path, but redirecting you? It's easy to view a setback as something negative, but if we shift our perspective, we can see how these moments are the universe's way of nudging us towards something better. Obstacles as redirection, not punishment, just as we discussed interpreting recurring dream symbols in Chapter 6, obstacles often represent a similar recurring theme in your life. They appear not to block you, but to root you. Think about a time when something you wanted didn't happen as planned. Was it indeed a failure, or did it open up a new path you hadn't previously considered? Much like the imagery in dreams that demands interpretation, obstacles require a shift in perception. What feels like a setback might be the universe getting you towards something more aligned with your purpose. In the same way dreams reveal hidden truths, challenges can unveil more profound lessons and opportunities you wouldn't have encountered otherwise. Learning to see challenges as guidance. Understanding challenges as guidance helps us approach them the way we decode dreams rather than reacting to obstacles. With frustration, pause and reflect. What is the universe trying to tell you through this roadblock? Is it urging you to change direction, learn something new, or develop a skill you've neglected? In Chapter 6, we discuss the emotional tone of dreams and how they can reveal deeper insights. Similarly, the emotional impact of a challenge can provide clues about what it's trying to teach you. Feelings of resistance, anxiety, or even fear often signal that you're being pushed out of your comfort zone for your growth. Like recurring dreams that demand attention, repeating patterns in your challenges are significant. If you keep facing the same kind of obstacle, the universe will likely push you to learn a particular lesson or make a necessary change in your life. Techniques for working through obstacles. Now that we've framed challenges as a form of communication from the universe, let's explore some practical techniques to help you work through them. These techniques are similar to the ones we discussed for decoding dreams. They require reflection, awareness, and a willingness to grow. Reflection and journaling. In Chapter 6, we emphasize the power of keeping a dream journal to track patterns and symbols. When it comes to obstacles, a similar practice can help. Journaling about your challenges allows you to uncover recurring themes and emotional responses. By reflecting on your experiences, you can see patterns in the obstacles that appear and begin to understand the more profound message behind them. Ask yourself, what is this challenge teaching me? How might this obstacle be redirecting me toward a better path? Over time, you'll recognize the wisdom hidden within your struggles. Reframing failures. Just as we reframe dream symbols to reveal their deeper meaning, you can reframe perceived failures to uncover the lessons they hold. Rather than seeing an obstacle as a setback, view it as a stepping stone towards something more significant. Previously, we discussed how dreams can carry hidden solutions to your waking problems. Challenges do the same. They force you to think differently, adapt, and innovate. When you reframe a challenge, you shift from a mindset of defeat to one of curiosity and growth, staying resilient and open to shifts. One key takeaway from our exploration of dreams was the importance of staying open to the universe's messages, even. Chapter 8. When they're not immediately apparent, the same is true for obstacles. Resilience is about maintaining flexibility and trust even when things are difficult. Challenges often signal that something in your life needs to shift your perspective, approach, or goals. By staying open to these shifts, You allow the universe to guide you toward your highest potential, just as dreams do. Meditation and mindfulness help you connect to the deeper layers of yourself, much like dreams tap into your subconscious. Meditating can help you clear your mind and gain clarity on what the obstacle is trying to teach you when facing a challenge. Chapter 6 discussed how setting an intention before sleep can invite guidance through dreams. Similarly, setting an intention during meditation can help you receive clarity and insight. On navigating your current challenge, the universe constantly communicates with you. Sometimes you need to quiet your mind to hear its message. Obstacles and challenges, though difficult, are one of the universe's most direct ways of communicating with you, just as dreams speak to your subconscious. Through symbols, obstacles speak to your waking self through life events. Both are meant to guide, not punish, and both offer invaluable lessons when you take the time to understand them. Remember, the universe always works in your favor, even when it presents difficult situations. By reflecting on your challenges, reframing your perception of them, and staying open to their lessons, you allow the universe to lead you toward growth, wisdom, and fulfillment. Chapter 8, Asking the Universe for Clarity. One vital aspect in our journey to better understand the universe's communication is learning to ask for clarity when we feel uncertain. While we've covered how the universe often sends signs and guidance in various forms, there will be times when you seek more precise direction. In this chapter, we'll explore how to ask the universe for more apparent signs, the techniques to receive answers, and how to approach this process with patience and trust. How to ask the universe for clearer signs or guidance. Like in any relationship, clear communication with the universe begins with intention. When we seek guidance, it's essential to ask deliberately and with an open heart. But how exactly do you ask the universe for clarity? 1. Setting the intention. We've touched on the power of intention in earlier chapters, especially when discussing vibrational alignment. When you set a clear purpose, you signal the universe strongly about what you want or need. This is the first step in receiving guidance. Without a focused intention, your request may be vague and the response unclear. To set an intention effectively, be specific about what you're asking. For example, suppose you're seeking guidance about a career decision. Your intention might be, I intend to receive clear signs about whether this new job opportunity aligns with my life purpose. This specificity helps the universe deliver answers that are aligned with your request. 2. Being specific with your requests. The more specific your request, the more precise the response from the universe will be. However, being specific doesn't necessarily mean limiting the universe's methods of communication. Instead, it's about narrowing your focus on what you need clarity on while allowing flexibility in how the answer may arrive. For instance, instead of asking, "Should I take this job?" you might ask, "What step should I take next to advance in my career?" This type of question leaves room for the universe to provide guidance in various forms, whether through opportunities, people, or inner insights. Being specific allows you to focus your energy, but leaving room for the universe's creativity ensures you're not blocking potential avenues of guidance. 3. Open-ended versus direct questions. When communicating with the universe, both open-ended and direct questions have their place, and understanding when to use each can help you receive more apparent signs. Open-ended questions allow for broader guidance. For example, asking, "What is the next step I should take on my path?" invites the universe to provide insights you may not have considered. Open-ended questions are excellent when unsure of the direction and need a broader perspective. Direct questions ask for a more specific answer, such as, "Is this decision in alignment with my highest good? Or should I pursue this relationship further?" Direct questions can help when you need a clear yes or no or guidance about a particular situation. However, remember that the universe doesn't always answer in black and white. The answer might come through subtle signs or feelings rather than a clear-cut response. It's worth experimenting with both types of questions depending on your situation. In previous chapters, we discussed how the universe often communicates in symbols and synchronicities. Sometimes asking an open-ended question will allow you to see those signs more clearly. Techniques for receiving answers. Now that you understand how to ask for clarity, the next step is to learn how to receive the answers. As we've mentioned, the universe often communicates unexpectedly, so staying open to various forms of guidance is essential. However, there are specific techniques you can use to enhance your receptivity. 1. Patience and detachment from the outcome. One of the most challenging but essential aspects of receiving guidance from the universe is patience. When you ask for clarity, it's easy to feel anxious or frustrated if the answers don't come immediately. But remember, as we've discussed, the universe works on its timing. Answers may come when you least expect them and may not always align with your timeline. Detachment from the outcome is critical here. When you're too attached to a specific result, you may miss the signs the universe provides. For example, if you're fixated on receiving a particular answer to your question, you may overlook other equally valuable messages. Trust that the universe will provide the guidance you need when you're ready to receive it. Please practice patience by reminding yourself that clarity often arrives in stages. Sometimes the universe provides just enough information to guide your next step rather than giving you the whole picture at once. Embrace this gradual unfolding. 2. Meditation for clarity. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for enhancing one's ability to receive the universe's messages. In the stillness of meditation, one quiets the mental chatter and creates space for higher guidance. When you're seeking clarity, try a simple meditation practice. Begin by setting an intention to receive clear guidance. Then focus on your breath, letting go of specific expectations or outcomes. As you meditate, allow any thoughts, images, or feelings that arise to come and go without attachment. After meditation, you'll often notice that answers or insights come naturally, sometimes as a feeling, an inner knowing, or even a symbol. 3. Visualization for guidance. Visualization is another effective technique for asking the universe for clarity. This practice involves creating a mental image of your question or desired outcome and allowing the universe to offer insights in return. For example, if you're unsure about a decision, visualize yourself making that choice and observe how it feels. Do you feel light and uplifted, or do you sense resistance? Visualization helps you tap into your intuition, allowing the universe to guide you through your internal compass. We touched on this process in previous chapters when we discussed how feelings often act as a bridge between you and the universe's guidance. 4. Journaling for insights. Journaling is a technique for channeling thoughts and emotions onto paper, creating space for clarity to emerge. When asking the universe for guidance, write your question or intention at the top of the page. Then allow yourself to write freely without censoring or overthinking. You might find that insights begin to flow as you write, almost as if the universe is speaking through your pen. This practice helps you process your thoughts and emotions. Chapter 9. While opening a direct communication line with the universe. Additionally, as we discussed earlier, the signs and guidance you receive may come in unexpected forms. Journaling helps you track these signs, giving you a clearer picture of the messages the universe sends. You may notice patterns, symbols, or synchronicities you hadn't realized before. 5. Staying open to unexpected forms of guidance. One of the most critical lessons in asking for clarity is to stay open to how the universe delivers its answers. Sometimes the signs may not come in the way you expect. Instead of a direct sign, you might overhear a conversation that gives you the insight you need, or a dream might provide a symbolic answer to your question. Be mindful of the different ways the universe communicates with you. As we discussed in the chapter on synchronicities, these signs can appear anywhere in numbers, animals, songs, or even casual encounters with others. The key is to remain open and aware, trusting that the universe always speaks to you, even if the message comes unexpectedly. Asking the universe for clarity is both an art and a practice. It involves setting clear intentions, asking the right questions, and then using techniques like meditation, visualization, and journaling to receive the answers. Most importantly, it requires patience and an openness to receiving guidance in forms you might not expect. Remember that the universe's answers often come in ways that align with your highest good, even if they don't match what you thought you wanted. Chapter 9, Trusting the Universe's Timing. As we reach the final chapter of our journey, it's time to discuss one of the most essential elements in working with the universe, trusting its timing. We've explored how the universe communicates with us, how to ask for guidance, and how to stay aligned with our desires. Now let's address one of the most challenging aspects for many: understanding and embracing divine timing. Understanding divine timing. One of the first lessons in this process is realizing that the universe doesn't continuously operate on our schedule. Sometimes the response we seek doesn't arrive right away. It's not that the universe isn't listening or that your desires are being ignored. Instead, there's a more excellent orchestration at work, a divine timing that ensures everything unfolds when it's meant to. We discussed this in earlier chapters. When discussing being patient and detached from specific outcomes, it's natural to want results quickly, but sometimes the best outcomes require manifesting time. The universe always aligns the right people, circumstances, and opportunities to create the perfect moment for your desires to materialize. This might mean waiting longer than expected, but the wait is always worthwhile because the timing will be ideal. Learning to trust the process, to fully embrace the flow of the universe. We must learn to trust the process. This requires surrendering control and letting go of the how. So often we become fixated on how things should happen, how we think a desire should manifest, how quickly we believe it should come to fruition. But as we've explored in previous chapters, the universe has infinite ways of delivering what you ask for, and many of those ways are beyond our immediate comprehension. Surrendering isn't about giving up. It's about having faith that the universe is always working in your favor, even when you can't immediately see the results. Trusting the process means releasing the need to micromanage and allowing the universe to work magic. Like planting a seed, you don't dig it up daily to see if it's growing. You trust that it will blossom with time, sunlight, and water. In the same way, once you've set your intentions and aligned your vibration, trust that the universe is putting everything in motion, even if the results aren't immediately visible. A divine intelligence orchestrates everything behind the scenes, ensuring that your desires manifest at the perfect time for your highest good. How to stay patient and receptive. Patience is vital when working with the universe's timing, but staying patient doesn't mean sitting idly by. You can take practical steps to remain open and receptive while waiting for the universe to work its magic. 1. Affirmations of trust. One powerful tool is using affirmations to strengthen your trust in the process. Affirmations are positive statements that help to rewire your mind and focus your energy on faith rather than doubt. Some affirmations you might use are everything is unfolding perfectly. I trust the universe's timing. The universe is always working in my favor. By repeating these affirmations regularly, especially when you feel uncertain or impatient, you remind yourself that the universe is always guiding you, even if you can't see the whole picture yet. 2. Focus on what you can control. Another key to staying patient is focusing on what you can control. While you can't force the universe to move faster, you can control your thoughts, actions, and emotions. As discussed in earlier chapters, keep yourself in vibrational alignment by cultivating positive emotions and taking inspired action. Trusting the universe doesn't mean doing nothing, taking steps aligned with your desires while allowing the universe to handle the rest. 3. Stay open to new opportunities. While you wait for the universe to deliver your desired outcome, stay open to other opportunities that may come your way. The universe often sends guidance and opportunities that lead you toward your ultimate goal, but they may sometimes differ from what you expected. For instance, if you're waiting for clarity about a career change, you might receive an unexpected job offer that initially seems unrelated, but upon closer inspection, it could be a stepping stone toward your larger vision. By staying open and receptive, you allow the universe to deliver even greater possibilities than you initially imagined. Conclusion: becoming fluent. The universe's language. At this point in our journey, you've learned how to communicate with the universe effectively, how to ask for guidance, interpret signs, and trust the messages you receive. But to truly live in harmony with the universe, you must also trust its timing. When you embrace the idea that everything is unfolding perfectly, you live in harmony with the universe's flow. Life becomes less about controlling every detail and more about co-creating with the universe in a dance of trust and receptivity. You begin to see that every delay and detour is part of the more excellent plan. Earlier chapters discuss the importance of awareness, intuition, and vibrational alignment. These elements form the foundation of your dialogue with the universe. By staying aware of the signs, tuning into your intuition, and maintaining a high vibrational state, you keep the lines of communication with the universe open and robust. As we conclude this journey, remember that the universe guides you even in ways that may not be immediately visible. It's a constant dialogue that requires trust, patience, and openness. By embracing the universe as your partner in co-creation, you allow life to unfold in its most magical and aligned way. Trust the timing, trust the process, and most of all, trust that the universe is always conspiring in your favor. With the tools and insights from this audio book, you now have the foundation to live in harmony with the universe, to recognize its messages, follow its guidance, and co-create the life you desire. Your journey with the universe has just begun. Stay open, stay aligned, and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly.